no doubt about it. You know, it worked out better for Wall Street that Barack Obama became president instead of John McCain, because if John McCain started kicking people out of their houses and while he was making the banks bigger, I think there would have been some kind of organized response to it besides something like Occupy Wall Street, something actually, you know, with leaders attached to it and stuff like that. But because Barack Obama was doing it, as I said on my show, he puts the left to sleep, which is why, you know, now when Trump comes in, now he's like, well, fuck, we have to put a moratorium on. They did it with the HF Housing Authority, Federal Housing Authority, their loans, but he didn't extend it. But anyway, he's at least doing actually a little bit more than Barack Obama. They're doing nothing. They gave us $1,200, which, as Thomas Massey says, is the cheese in the trap, right? So everybody said, well, the Squad and Bernie and all the progressives, their hands were tied. They had to vote for the screwing of America because of the $1,200. People needed relief right away. Well, that's just laughable, because there is no relief coming. $1,200 is relief for no one. And number two, that $1,200. Well,
unless you live in like the extremely rural.
As Thomas Massey says, that is the cheese in the trap. And what happens when you take the cheese in the trap, Nico? You get your head smashed in. That's what's going to happen. So the people's heads are about to be smashed in for $1,200. That, by the way, they're paying for themselves because it's coming in the form of a tax rebate. That's really what it is. So when you go to file, whatever that is going to be taken out. So that it was the most unbelievable wealth transfer. And you know why people aren't screaming about it right now yet as loud as they should be, is because Bernie Sanders and every progressive in Congress voted for it instead of standing up against it and trying to stop it and make people aware of what's coming their way. And then after they passed it, and after they gave grandstanding speeches about it, after they passed it and people called them heroes for getting them unemployment, which they didn't get, they then went in and sent fundraising emails to all the people that followed them, telling them all the shit they got in the bill for them, and that it wasn't perfect, but here's what we got you. So nobody's screaming yet because they haven't yet been thrown out of their house.
What I find interesting
when they are, and they find out that Bernie Sanders voted for it, I bet they get a lot fucking more angry.
Oh, not only voted for it, but didn't really put a coalition together to fight it.
Didn't do anything. Nico did nothing.
Oh, I know, because there was legislation that had been introduced that had actually been passed already that were like, you know, very specific situations, very specific niches, but we knew that need-based legislation was being fast-tracked across the board. So what this basically did, that $1,200 being introduced in that particular legislation, was provide cover. Because they knew that, they could get it through right now, and it might not even have made that much, you know, that many headlines. Maybe not, but it would have come back up, you know, either during this election, in the middle of the next term, and it could come back to hurt whoever pushed for it. And so what they did was say, well, this was just the best possibility. I'm like, no, the best possibility was for you to just introduce separate legislation where we get taken care of to the same degree that you're taking care of these corporations. If you like that segment of Mi Casa Su Casa, don't forget to like the video and smash that subscribe button. Want access to members only live streams, behind the scenes footage, and other premium content? Well, you can endorse us on Rokfin Premium, become a patron through Patreon, or you can sign up for the MCSC Premium membership through YouTube. All the links are in the description below. But hey, more than anything else, always remember,
find your balance.
Find your balance.
Find your balance.
Find your balance. Find your balance.
Find your balance. Find your balance.
Always remember, more than anything else, find your balance.
peace.